everybody. Well, apparently Rumble is not started yet. That's why the start of the stream was taking a while. So I'm just going to keep checking back in every so often to see if it's actually live, and then I'll. There we go. Now I can go into it. Figure it's pretty slow right now because the Republican National Convention is taking up a lot of their streaming resources. All right, so I've got everything I need. I have the scissors, I have a sewing needle, I have a cone of the appropriate colored thread. Yep, I also figure Runkle is live. I've got a redirect for him. I shouldn't be that long tonight. So, yeah, I figure I'm not going to have a lot of people watching, but they can catch it on the replay. So, I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting these off. Just got to remember to not cut the leaders. I have a ton of lights up here. The green screen behind me is blocking the fan. And I figure I am just not going to last very long up here. So I'm going to hurry as fast as I can. But I do like to try and get everything I can on stream. Sorry for the clunking noises as the Tama drop off. Should not take that long. I'm just trying to do it evenly so that I don't have unevenness. I was listening to Tug when he got struck. I didn't know if it was he was actually struck or if come on, brain function, or if he'd had like a storm knock out the stream. But considering the it went dead and the stream was over, I didn't try and restart the stream. So I don't know if it was actually struck, but apparently it was. And does he have any idea why, or just Gingrich being a jerk? Because I figure it's Gingrich or people related to him that are unhappy with Tug. And there we go. When I'm done, I'm taking the box of Tom out to the garage, and I'll properly clean up the leader knots. Shame I couldn't get a little more done, but time is what it is. Hope this isn't too annoying to those downstairs, but it shouldn't take too much longer. I think I'm over half trimmed already. Go ahead and take a quick pause and catch up with chat. See, we had the hello. Ian is live. Tug was live until he got struck just minutes into the stream at restart. I was talking about Laura Owen's lair when the feed was cut off. Philip J. Fry, it's lovely to catch your stream. I've actually just come in possession of a Taka-Dai recently, and I've been watching some of your video on demand past streams. Well, congratulations, Philip. If there is anything that I can answer that'll make things easier for you, please feel free to ask. I realize starting off with the Takadai isn't always the easiest thing and can be confusing at times. So it's one of the reasons why I have this channel up doing what it does. So things can be disambiguated. And we try to eschew obfuscation. I think I mentioned it on stream last time, but I found out that the wake-up medicine I've been taking neutralizes my anti-migraine medicine. So I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with that. Reminds me I need to check and see if my thread has shipped yet or not. My guess is that it has not. And we are almost done. This is what we call rapid finishing of a braid. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and roll this out a little bit where it's easy to work on it. All right, that's probably a reasonable amount of. And let's go ahead and move this back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And let me catch up with chat again. Wave to Philip J. Fry, Betsy Weingartner. Hello, everybody. And Philip Fry, hello. Thanks for the warm welcome. All right. So, what I am going to do is I am going to see if I can thread this needle. There we go. All right. So I am going to just make sure there. I'm going to go ahead and say about here. I'm going to just, yeah, this is probably best to do it from the underside. I haven't tied off or anything. I've just got a part way through, so I've got two threads coming through. All right, I'm just going to set this over here. And whoops. Let's try this again. All right. Set that there. Hopefully that'll do the job there. And I'm going to, as far as having the issue, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this through until I think I've got enough. Yeah, just figure that's probably enough. And I am going to cut the excess here. I'm just going to tie a knot off in here. save myself a little trouble and like triple up on this. Actually, let's fold it again. Add into the knot. Tie it into a knot. Just trying to make it big enough that it's not going to easily pull through on its own until I get enough wraps around. Close enough. Alrighty. Let's see. Did I? Ah, that's part of the braid. This is part of the braid. All right. To make this a bit easier, that's probably longer than I'm going to make my fringe, or it's definitely longer. Let's just go ahead and trim this. Make this easier to work with. Put that in there. All right. And this may not have been my smartest idea, but I was trying a different way, just trying to speed things up. Which does not seem to be happening here, unfortunately. So what I need to do then is, did I lose the needle? That's annoying. I'll have to find that before a cat can step on it. I do have a grab another needle. Alright, so what I'm going to do is let's wrap this around my fingers and not get a tangled mess. Come on. Okay, apparently with the heat I'm at diminished mental capacity because I don't seem to be coming up with decent ideas. Alright, so that is actually separating out. There we go. And so is that. Alright, let's try this again. And when I get close to the end, I'll get the actual needle. Don't let it snarl up as I'm wrapping it around. Go. Hey, Kenny Peterson. All right, let's see if I can do this without making it a horrible mess, which may not be the case, but I don't think it'll be totally disastrous. All right. Now let's see if I can. Yeah, fingers were not a good idea. In that case, let's try something else. That will work better. For some values of better. Sorry if I am overly distracted. My apologies. Okay, there we go. And let's just take a Tama here. And I'll redo that leader knot later. I just don't want it in the way. Get that out of the way here. It's plenty long enough. I can just retie that. All right. Actually, if I'd been thinking, this probably would have been my first choice. And see, I think I'm missing something there. Oh, prep for surgery tomorrow. Nothing major preventive stuff. I hope that it goes well for you, Betsy, and you do not have any issues. And have a quick recovery. All right. I think I can do this now. Just don't let it get knotted. And okay, let's try this now. Okay. That's about the bottom end, so I need to have a top end about up here. I don't want to completely obscure the maker's mark, so we'll just try it here. I admit times like this, something like an automatic baling machine would be really nice for this thread. Actually, probably shouldn't have done it that low because I could just unthread it. All right. Let's go ahead and see if I can't fix that mistake and redo this. Because I don't want a super long tie-off band. Apologies for my distractions. On the plus side, I definitely have AC going in the garage. I'm done here, I can definitely cool down. Let's see. Almost there. It's actually working relatively decently. Okay. All right, so there we go. Pull this snug. Hopefully, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Maybe. down here. There we go. Had it rotated around the wrong way. Worst case scenario, if I don't have enough here, I can just take some more off the spool and redo and do more on this. But we're starting to get consistent band. I'm going to wind up wearing this as a belt at times. I don't want to have too long of a fringe on it, because it'll easily get tangled. And they're a little bit of a pain to comb out. We're getting there. It's starting to look like it's cocooned. When I get close to the end, I'll just finish unrolling it, put the needle back on, do a couple of pass-throughs to lock the thread into itself, and we're good to go. We're getting there. Sorry, I'm not keeping up the chat. And as soon as I get this done, I'm not going to do the finish cut on the fringe, but I will go ahead and start disassembling the Taka-Dai for transport. And get the Tama prepared next night or so for the next braid. Still got a few gaps. Let me see if I can consistently get those. It's a little heavy on each end. Just to get a nice clean border definition. There we go. All right, we are just about there. Still have some thread left. Don't think I'll need to do another cut. But yeah, next time I'll roll it off the spool. Roll it off the cone to onto the Tama before I do that. Let's see. How much do I have left? All right, that's just about to the point where I should figure that's good. Let's go ahead and unroll the rest off of here. And let me grab a needle or find a needle. Be right back. I don't know, I'm getting ready to thread this. I will catch up with the chat. Apologize for being slow on it. All right. Let's see. All right, I think I got two. Thanks for the warm welcome. Philip J. Fry, good you could make the live stream. Hello to Betsy Weingartner and Glenn Glad. And good evening, Torn in chat from Kenny Peterson. Betsy Weingartner, hi. I'm just going to say Betsy, sorry. Hi, Gwen. Hope you're well. I'm doing my prep for surgery tomorrow. Nothing major, preventative stuff. Waving to Kenny. Kenny's hi to Gwen. And Gwen, Betsy, I hope all goes well tomorrow. And Betsy to Gwen, thanks. And Gwen, I'm currently eating a lovely sandwich made with my homemade mayo, bread, and chicken patty. Very good. Kenny, no need to apologize. Torn, just do your thing. I'm happily watching. And Betsy says, Gwen, that's awesome that you make your own mayo to add flavors to it. And Gwen, only on the sandwich. And first time I've made a chicken patty, turned out good. Jennifer Rivenberg, hey, welcome. Good to have you on here. Gwen, the bread turned out good, of course. It's my grandmother's recipe. Betsy, Gwen, I usually have to make all my own stuff because my daughter and I are gluten-free. And Kenny Torn, just curious, do you know about how long you spent making this piece, not including the program, just the hands-on creating? I will take a look, but they tend to run between somewhere between 50 and 80 hours of braid. But yeah, I go back through, and since I do it all on stream, I can look through StreamYard and total up the time. It just takes a while to do that. And Betsy saying hi to Jennifer Rivenberg. Oops, sorry. And let me see how many people watching on Rumble. We've got, it looks like just me. Alrighty. I need to wrap this up relatively quickly so Mrs. Torn can call tonight because she has to be up early like I do. All right. And almost there. Okay. Line it up, but why is it not going through? I think that's it. Yep. There we go. Alrighty. And I'm going to make sure I don't lose this one. I'm gonna set a magnet there, so if I set it down, I can do that, and I won't lose it. All right, so let's see. Go ahead and step through here. Steady. Yeah. Fun thing about wrapping it so tight, I gotta be careful I don't stab my finger with the back end getting it through. Which reminds me, I really should have brought up a pair of pliers, but I think I can make do with this. Do I have Yeah, I can get a pair real quick. I will be right back. Apologize for the delays. All right, found a pair. Let's try this again. And pull that through. Let's try and untangle it so that it is not. Can I get this unknotted? And let's use the needle to help. Or can I use the needle to help? Rats. And I just dropped another needle. Alrighty. Well, there's the needle. We can always let's just go ahead and loop this around like we were doing with the other one. And once that is Can you tell I'm just flying by the seat of my pants? There we go. I think that's covered up with enough layers. Let's try this again. At least with it being this tight, it's extremely unlikely to be able to unravel on its own. Okay, alrighty. There we go. And let's go ahead and stab it through this direction. Yep. And all right. Did I get it through? Yes, I did. Alrighty. There we go. And that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to move it around and then about to the point where I'm like Mrs. Tora when she says she knows she's paying enough attention to her sewing because she's up to 3 Fs a minute. I really feel like swearing at this right now. All right, let's get that through. All right, one more through, and then I'm gonna trim it off, pull this off here, show it to you, and then quickly disassemble this Taka-Dai. And call it a night. And this is Grumpy Torin. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right. One more pass through. And that'll do it there. Nice and easy. Take the there we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of go through the middle on here. Just get this nice and down through here. There we go. That's why one side ran out. All right. And then I am just going to go ahead and carefully put that off close there. Alrighty. I'm hoping that is sufficient. Go ahead and completely unwrap this. And since I am not going to be caught on camera using Mrs. Torrens' good scissors to cut anything other than thread, that means I will go ahead and use this to cut the zip tie. And box knife will work. There we go. And set that on the magnet so it doesn't get lost. Alrighty, so let me show you the whole pattern. This little bit of unevenness along the edges will work itself out as the braid gets worked around, and it's a little hidden, but there's the end with the mini maker's mark. Alrighty, this is about 50 inches long, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up right now. I'll get some higher res pictures tomorrow, post them to the community page. Congrats on the inspection being passed. Alrighty, let me go ahead and move into the, let's get the Taka-Dai taken apart. So Mrs. Torren can call it a night. Let's move the mouse off here, and we are going to do it the easy way. Sorry if the driver is a little noisy. All right. And just so you folks know, on the ones I make now, I route in a radius on there so it's not such a sharp edge. All right, and centerpiece there. Yeah. Found the other needle that dropped. Let's just pick it up the easy way. There we go. I will properly organize this tomorrow. Fortunately, I believe everybody's awake at this point, so the way I make sure that the Taka-Dais I make don't have these bars spin around. One end has two of these in, the other has a single. All of the two-sided ones are on one side, so it's relatively easy to orient these things. Take up reel. Please excuse the dusty cobwebs. I have since put like feet on here so it doesn't slide around as easy, but we have cats, so and yes, I never did get around to finishing some of the wood on these. What I use currently to finish Taka-Dais is beeswax. These take a little longer to assemble. Taking them apart is actually fairly quick, assuming you have a power driver and aren't doing it by hand. It's also much easier to do this if you aren't trying to like just sit in one spot. Give me just a second here and I'll catch up on chat. Almost done. Some of these are a little snug. Have to break friction. Looks like I should probably bring home the Never Seas and use it the next time I put this together. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and make sure the braid is out and safe. And grab the keyboard. Oops. Okay. There we go. Just want to make sure I hadn't killed anything. All right, let me catch up here. Let's see. Hey, Kathleen joined. All right, let's see. All right, this is where I think that was. Gwen, my chat froze, missed a couple of posts. Kathleen, hi all. Gwen, hello to Kathleen. Kenny Pearson, by the way, it turned out great. Looks good. Thank you very much, Kenny. Kathleen, another beautiful piece done. Kathleen, looks like I just barely missed it. And Gwen sees enough. Gwen says it needs a rubber grippy thing, like for opening lids. And Gwen, braid turned out great. Thank you very much. Kathleen, absolutely, Gwen. Gwen, hit the like button, please. Thank you for the reminder for everybody. Kenny, hi, Kathleen. I agree. Kathleen, sorry I missed the last few rows. I didn't actually do any braiding tonight, so if you catch the last stream, you'll see the last few rows. Kenny Peterson, thumbs up to Gwen, check mark. Gwen says, thank you, Kenny Peterson. And Gwen, I love how the silk matches such a great flowy tassel. Thank you. And Kathleen, hey, it's all good. Gwen, I'd rather fly by the seat of my pants than by helicopter. Kenny Torn, I bet it feels good to do a tie-off and know you're about finished with the piece. Yes, indeed. Gwen, like the last stitch of a blanket. Yep. And Kathleen, like the finished edge of an Afghan. Yep. Kathleen, all I did today was sleep and watch the news. Kenny Peterson, double thumbs up. Gwen, all I did was try and stay awake all day. Oh yeah, I had the fire department inspection today. We're all good. That's good to hear on that, Gwen. Kathleen, one day at a time. Betsy, Gwen, glad to hear the inspection went well. Gwen, thanks, so was I. Betsy, Torn 3, the belt looks beautiful. Great job. Thank you very much. Gwen, Torn, do you have a little carry bag for all the parts to carry them about? I did it one time. I'm not sure where it is, and we'll probably make one again, but I've got some film packing wrap that you can like just wrap around stuff. It's like heavy saran wrap, and I'll probably do that for the trip. Kenny Peterson, have a great night, everyone. See you on the next one. Thanks, Torn. Great job. Thank you very much. Gwen says, Kenny, have a great evening. Kathleen, night, Kenny. Rest well. And Kenny Peterson, good night. And Kenny Peterson, good night, Gwen. Kathleen, thanks, Betsy. Hope all goes well for tomorrow. And Kathleen, it's been fun watching it from bundling to finishing. Thank you very much. Probably won't get all of the next braid on stream, given where I'm going to be and potential bandwidth limitations, but it should not. I should be able to get at least some of it, and I should have it done in the next 3 weeks, or 3.5 weeks. So, thank you very much, everybody. We look forward to seeing you again in the future. And as always, everybody, stay safe and happy braiding.